Yo, back at it again.
Aloha.
With the white vans.
What's up?
Yeah, my dad is here. Look at that. Shout out to Chef Robert Rosario.
I think this is the first ever guest.
This is the first ever featured guest on the Joystick Show.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
It's an honor.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So honor is mine. It's a privilege.
To bring it back real quick.
Yeah.
We're recording this episode Friday, November 20th.
Correct.
And we also uploaded the Chef's Son, very first episode today, to some great reviews.
Yeah.
Some very positive feedback.
A lot of people like it.
So, high five.
Yeah.
Good job, Bob.
On our part.
Good job,
great.
Dylan.
A lot more episodes to come.
Definitely. We're super excited. And we got Dad here to talk about that. Just to talk about food and cooking and why there's 15 herbs and spices in front of us here today.
Nice.
So, yeah. We get the first little thing that we do on the podcast is we just talk about what we've been up to lately. So have you been up to anything lately?
No, not really.
Just fixing up the middle room, turning into an office?
Yeah, that's about it. Hooking up my wife's office upstairs and beautifying that.
Fucking decided to use a shop vac at 7:30 in the morning, right next to my room.
It worked.
You got to get work done, man. Yeah.
Gotta wake them up.
I was rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah?
Yep. Because at first you were taking the metal bars out of the window or whatever, so I heard some clanging and shit, and I was like, damn, that's loud as it is. And then the next thing I hear is fucking for like an hour and a half.
Nice.
And I was like, all right, well, I didn't need to
I
sleep.
do with that at my apartment because I sleep with the window open.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Monday I decide to mow the entire lawn. It's 3 blocks of grass.
Oh, nice.
And so it's like 4 p.m.
And you're on the second floor.
Yeah,
so
it's right there.
Yep.
And I'm like, awesome.
No
What
escaping
time
them.
you guys go to sleep?
Time you go to sleep nowadays?
Like 2.
Like, honestly, 3 now.
Yeah. 2 to
Oh,
3.
no wonder. No wonder
He's about to fall
you.
asleep.
No wonder it bothers you.
We're sitting here, we're like, Bobby,
But I mean, who's waking up? I'm not even gonna say. There's a lot of people.
Bob, there's a
working.
lot of people still working, waking up at like 5 in the morning.
You're not.
Might be. You're not wrong.
That's the word. I mean, I've done that before, like getting in that schedule.
What was like the latest you've ever woken up?
I mean, I've slept like all day before.
But there's also been times where you stood up for days.
Oh yeah. Like there was one time I remember I stood up for 2 days straight, and then I came over Bobby's house and I fell asleep on his couch, and we were all playing video games. And anytime anyone popped off and celebrated, I would wake up. I'd be like, huh?
There's an era where Dylan just came here to fucking sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
It's like it was all fucking Dylan did.
So iconic.
He ran away.
He's still here. He's still sleeping on that couch.
Yeah. But honestly, that Chef's Son was,
Oh yeah.
It was weird because I already watched it because I filmed it, right? But just seeing it again and seeing it come together is very funny. A lot of people hit me up and they're like, I noticed there was no sugar right away. There were some people that were like, yeah, there was some.
I'll tell you what, I didn't fucking notice anything.
You would have noticed once you tasted it.
Bob didn't even notice where the oven
My
was.
My favorite part is like right after I put the pie in the oven the first time, I'm like, did I just bake a pie? And then the next thing is like, I cut it out, but I cut it out at the beginning, but my dad goes, no, you fucking did it. That's when he points out the sugar on the counter.
Someone called me and asked me if I made a reference to the honeymooners. And I said, yeah, it was the end when the pie fell, and I said, leave it there, the cat will get it.
Yeah.
Nobody remembered that. That was an old line.
Is that a honeymooners reference?
Yeah, that's Jackie Gleason.
I typically get references.
That's amazing, actually.
The only thing I know from the honeymooners is that he like slightly, wanted to beat his wife a little bit.
And the piano. Ever seen the one when we went on the game show?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
My favorite honeymooners joke is when they're at the pool hall and he like powders up his hands and he's like, I got it. And he goes to shoot it and the fucking stick shoots right out of his hands because he puts too much powder on.
My favorite episode is the one they get handcuffed and the train when they go on to the raccoon convention and they get handcuffed and he wants to smoke a cigarette. Norton wants to smoke a cigarette, but he's on the top bunk. And Ralph's on the bottom one, and he asks Ralph, do you mind if I smoke? He goes, I don't care if you burn. You have to see it, though.
Bet you motherfuckers didn't know we like the honeymooners here.
Honestly, no. I mean, I feel like I've seen that on like a hungover morning, which is like that's when the honeymooners really
just on Turner Classic or something.
Yeah, or just anything.
You know what? Every Thanksgiving they do a marathon.
Yeah.
They do a marathon, and they do the March of the Wooden Soldiers and all those flicks, Pippi Longstockings and that. So you probably and Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah, those
that's
are
a
the
big
best.
one.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah, man, I'm really happy with how Chef's Son came out. It was a ball. I got a lot of comments on it, how people liked the. People said we were a good comedy team, which I thought was pretty funny. I've never looked at it.
I think
like
that's
that.
what makes a difference to the show, the comedy, the chemistry.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I mean, even then, I know there's a lot of other like YouTubers that do like a father-son dynamic, but usually there's not like a comedic side,
Or it's like it feels fake.
Yeah, or even then it's just like it's a 2-man production, right?
Mhm.
And then like the son's behind the camera or something,
Yeah.
and he's not, but doing it together.
No, I'm the star in this show. I'm the star.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure.
I top billed his ass.
I'm
It said
kidding,
starring
I'm kidding.
Chef
I'm
Robert.
very
Oh, yeah, I mean,
proud.
And then
I
was
mean,
under
yeah,
that.
No,
For
but
sure.
I was impressed. I'm really proud.
Yeah.
I'm really, really impressed and glad that you're coming in your own.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to do, and yeah, I'm just really gassy. No, I'm just really grateful for all the feedback. It was probably the first thing we've put out since maybe like episode 6 of the podcast, where I had the EEG or something like
Yeah.
that got a lot of. I'm sorry, I'm just fucking. Let me. I'll
No,
explain this in a
that
second.
did. That
but
got
what-
a lot of views because you
Yeah,
had some
it-
shit on your head. Everyone
so,
asked me. They're
for
like,
sure,
Bob
yeah.
good?
It was really cool to see everybody kind of coming on Joystick and sharing the positivity. And to explain why I'm gassy, it's because I'm hungry as fuck, because we've had these spices in front of us.
And you complained about it originally. I'm like, oh, it'll make you hungry. I know it will.
Because you came down here originally with the spices like 30 minutes ago, and then you went upstairs while we finished the rest of this setting up. So we've just been marinating down here with these, and I am fucking starving. But yeah, we can jump right into whatever you've got here.
All right. So the object of this is to test to test your palate and
Nice.
to test the things, those spices that you can name. So
Nice.
the top 5 are fresh spices. I mean fresh herbs rather.
Yes.
Okay. And the bottom 10 are dry spices. So you're gonna have to put your finger in there and taste them, and I have them written down in my pocket. I know what they are.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to do them separately, and
This is incredible.
and what I'll do is I'll keep score on each of you, or you guys want to do it as a team.
Do we have a name for this, or is it just?
This is a test I used to give to my students.
Oh, okay.
They had to pass this test in order to let me know that they were familiar with the spices that they were using, and they were not just bumping their gums.
Yeah.
So if you were gonna give this a name, what would you give it?
Spices.
Sick.
What else?
There it is.
Spice
The,
test.
There it is.
the essential spice test.
Spice
honestly.
test.
Yeah.
So how's this gonna go? We just use our senses. And
Yeah.
Well, I'll start at number 1 and look at it. Who's gonna go first? You gonna go and make a team, or you guys gonna go against? each other?
I'm against Bobby. This is a full on
All right,
fight.
so-
Keep it away. I don't want to look at
we
it.
should also mention that Dylan has a very diverse palate when it comes to food, and I
Yeah.
have the exact opposite of that. I eat like the same.
I took a
4
piece. I don't know
things
if you want to
every
take a piece or you want to smell it. It smells
week.
really
I'll
good.
drop it.
It smells like something that you would pick up like on the sidewalk.
On the sidewalk,
yeah. Or like in Forest Park or
It
something.
feels weird.
feels like felt, right?
Yeah,
like
right.
velvet.
Like a velvet,
a
exactly.
suede.
But it's a plant.
I think I know what it is by the look, but I'm gonna eat the whole leaf.
So do we take a guess? What do you think it is?
I know what I've seen it in my house. I'm gonna guess sage because I've seen it in my house before, but
I'm gonna say.
I don't know what the flavor of sage would be.
I don't know what that one is, honestly. That's a. I'm gonna go ahead and say basil on that one.
No, it's sage.
Fuck.
It's sage.
Nice.
Dylan Uno,
Yeah.
Bobby Cero.
Nice, fun, great.
All right.
Love keepers.
That's used a lot for marinating fish, marinating chicken. It's used a lot in the Southwest, also in
Actually, I
Texas.
didn't know that. Yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's also used if you see a lot of spiritualists and mediums will use it.
They burn it.
Yeah, they burn it around their house, to ward off evil spirits or to cleanse their homes, whatever that may be.
Interesting.
But yeah, sage. Okay,
Awesome.
number 2.
Damn, I'm just like mad Dylan got that.
All right. Cool. I love this so much because it's a quiz, but it's also like interactive. This doesn't really smell like a lot.
This
You know
one
what?
smells-
Sometimes take it and mash it between your fingers so you can release the oil, the natural oils in there,
Okay.
and then smell it.
All right.
Oh, that's a pro tip. This one doesn't. You know what's weird? Like
Okay.
I've definitely smelled and tasted these things before.
Yeah,
but
I
have no.
I know you have
I
tasted this.
I got
before.
this one.
I don't.
I got this one.
You have tasted it here many times because I've used it. Okay, Bobby, you go first this time.
That actually it tastes so familiar, which is why it annoys the hell out of me. Is that one basil?
No.
I'll go with cilantro.
Yes.
I
cilantro.
fucking hate you, Dylan. I'm gonna say basil for every single one of these.
I was about to say, I bet you are.
It's bright red basil.
And eventually I'll fucking get one of them.
All right, so cilantro, it's also known as Chinese parsley. A lot of my students say it tastes like soap.
Yeah, that's
And
like
it
the
does.
big-
It does. It never tasted like soap to me before
I don't
until somebody mentioned it to me.
Yeah.
And then it's like, they're
It,
right.
it also tastes like the violet candies. I don't know if you know those.
Oh,
It
yeah,
tastes like
the
those.
purple violets.
Yeah.
I don't get a soapy taste.
Yeah, I know. There's like this joke that people say like, oh, you have like a gene for it, but it's just some people like it and some people.
Yeah, it's hit or miss on that.
I had Chipotle today, and there's a lot of hint of that in the burrito.
Yeah, it is. It is a lot of Mexican cuisine, Asian cuisine.
How did it?
Latin
well,
American.
So it started in Asia then, and then it came over to.
It probably did. I don't have
Mexico
the
or so-
information. I have
okay.
a book upstairs.
yeah.
called
I
True
mean,
Love
I'll
Bible.
definitely.
I'll find out next time I'm on. But yeah, it's used a lot in Asian cuisine. A lot more in Mexican cuisine.
Awesome.
Fantastic. And I'm 0 for 2.
Nice. All right.
It's
Okay,
fantastic.
you're
get
batting 1,000 now.
Let's
What is
get
this?
number
This
3.
looks fancy. This shit looks
I'm
like
gonna
it
take
costed
one,
you
maybe.
money. Costed.
It costs us.
It costed you some money.
What happened to that Catholic school education?
Oh my god, I actually don't know this one.
Break it up,
So-
mince it up in your hands, but taste it so that way you know. Bite into it.
My dad reminds me of the rat from Ratatouille when he like explains to his fat rat brother. He's like, "Eat the cheese and the strawberry," and then all the fucking
the combination of
the
flavors.
shapes and sounds pop up.
That's a good flick, though.
Oh yeah, great movie. I'm gonna eat it actually. I've just been smelling it.
Man. So they don't use pine in cooking, do they?
They use pine nuts. You like nuts, right?
Pignoli nuts. Oh yeah.
You like nuts, right? You're a lover of nuts.
I'm nuts for nuts. What can I
You're
say?
nuts for nuts. All right, who's gonna guess? Number 3.
All right, I'll go first because Bobby went. I know what it looks like. I want to say it's either rosemary or thyme, and I'm gonna say thyme.
It's rosemary.
I'm gonna say rosemary.
I know you was not gonna say
Bobby
that.
wasn't. You get 0. Bobby gets 0 on that
I
one.
fucking hate you guys. You
Bobby
didn't let
gets
me answer.
0
What
on
if I was
that.
gonna pop it out?
All right, next time Bobby go. Okay, next time Bobby goes first, and then I go first, just so we don't.
How about I go first every single
Yeah.
time because it looks like you're gonna fucking know half of these.
I almost got it. I fucked up.
All right, number 4.
So wait, this one was rosemary.
That was rosemary. Number 3 was rosemary, romero in Spanish. It's used a lot in Italian cooking.
Oh yeah.
So you just buy these herbs and like.
You buy them, and sometimes you chop them up, and you infuse the ingredients that
Yeah.
you're cooking with them. Or sometimes you can take rosemary or cilantro, put it into olive oil, infuse the olive oil, and make
Yeah.
it taste that way.
Some people like roasting. I know they do a lot of like
Or-
roasting and stuff like
and
that.
and lamb. Put
Yeah.
in lamb and fish. Okay, number 4, cuatro.
All right, let's look at this. All right, I'll take a big piece.
What is this?
Take it and chew a piece of it and smell it.
I don't like it. I
Number
don't.
4.
I mean, they're all just they look like leaves, you know. Dude, I've seen them around my house before, but
That one tasted like a basketball.
Like a basketball? When did you freaking eat a fucking basketball? What the hell is wrong with you? Are you going around licking freaking athletic balls?
Bob has a rubber fetish.
Let me know when it tastes like a softball. Soccer ball for that matter.
Ugh.
Okay, anybody? Bobby?
Bobby goes first.
Tastes like the rind of a fruit. Like a specific fruit, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bert, totally. Looks like it too.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Let's go with basil. I'm just gonna fucking throw that one out there.
Nope.
I'm gonna say parsley.
Yeah. That's parsley. It's flat leaf parsley. It's one of a few different kinds.
I know the other. I know like they use it as like when you go to like a diner and then they put it on like the side. That's what I know it from.
Right. Well, anyway, that is flat leaf parsley, or also known as Italian parsley. It's used a lot for garnishes. It's also a palate cleanser. Let's say you were eating shrimp scampi. You had a really heavy garlic flavor in your mouth, and you wanted to eliminate that because let's say you were gonna have some lemon sorbet next, and you wanted to get that out, or maybe a cappuccino. You would take a couple of sprigs of that and chew it, and it will rinse your mouth clean of that taste. That way you have a fresh palate to consume your next meal.
Instant basketball.
Yep. And also,
That's awesome.
They have it. It comes curly. Also, it's called curly parsley. That's flat leaf for Italian parsley.
Awesome.
I didn't know herbs went this far. I mean,
And now
Herbs. You sound like Stuart.
Herb. All right, number 5.
That one's easy. All you got to do is smell that.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. Let Bobby get it.
No Bobby yet.
That grows in my backyard.
I think I know what this is.
What is it? Taste
Just
it.
from the smell, I think I know.
Taste
what
it. It tastes delicious.
I
Raw
love.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Mint.
is-
Yeah, it's mint.
Mint.
Right, Bobby won.
Bobby, do you like mint?
I mean, I've never had it raw like that. I mean, in general, I do.
It's good on ice cream.
Oh yeah.
I believe
on
it.
ice
No.
cream and pastries.
It wasn't half bad. I mean, it's not like you're gonna see me with a bag of
You know
mint.
you can
just
do with it?
fucking just down in some
A
leaves.
bag of mint.
Take it and right, you can take that and you scramble some egg whites and put some sugar in it and paint them flat and make them into little chips, crunchy little chips.
Oh
They're
shit!
delicious.
Wow.
All right, numero 6. Okay, this is a dry herb. These you have to taste and smell.
My stomach just made like the loudest noise. It was like.
I told Dylan I was like, right after the show ends, we're gonna.
What are you
order
guys
food.
gonna order?
I don't know.
Put
Food.
me down. I'm hungry.
Trying to
Taste
make sure
it.
I don't snort it.
This is something used a lot in also Latin American cuisine.
It's familiar.
Grandma uses this to make her rice.
That doesn't give me
Arroz
anything.
con gandules.
I never.
Can I go first, and then Bobby will go?
Go ahead.
I don't know if this is specific. I know it's a spice mix, but adobo, because that's what it tastes like to me.
It's not
No.
adobo. The color's
I
different.
know,
too.
but that's what I'll go with. For me,
I'm gonna go with. Damn.
Basil?
I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't even tell you.
Damn,
I
Bobby's,
couldn't.
Take a guess, man.
Bobby's not
There's
even.
thousands of
Bobby's
herbs.
I
in
not-
that.
can't stress
Bobby
this.
can't
The
even-
reason we made that fucking cooking show is because he knows so much about cooking,
Bobby,
and I
I
know
mean-
zilch about this.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay, we could tell that because we could tell
I couldn't
that.
even name 3 spices right now.
Name the Spice Girls.
Sporty, baby, posh, ginger, and scary. See? But I don't fucking know what these are.
Okay, that's cumin.
Oh, okay.
On Spanish, comino.
Oh, I should have got
Grandma
that.
uses cumin in the rice.
Yes.
That's good to know.
Yes, delicious.
I'm gonna have to censor that so nobody knows the recipe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grandma uses.
this one's challenging. The next one, number 7, is pretty challenging. Let's see. You gotta be the foodie for this.
Doesn't smell like.
Don't get that on your clothes. They doesn't come out.
Oh, for sure.
Look at your face, Bob.
Oh my god, that's like an aftertaste.
Rinse your mouth. Rinse your mouth.
No, I'm good. I put a little bit.
I
Bob.
don't even.
Bob, go first.
So that was cumin. Let's say this is I don't know, like mustard.
I'm gonna go with based on the color turmeric.
Turmeric is correct.
Holy shit! Go fuck yourself, Dylan. You've got to be kidding me.
Turmeric is correct. Dylan.
I don't
I've
even
cooked-
want.
I-
I don't even want to see the scoreboard.
During the quarantine, I've done a lot of cooking, like and when I moved recently, I got like a whole new spice rack and stuff. So
Cool. That's great.
in the house,
Man. That's good
I've been
too.
doing it as much, but it's back when it first started, like April, May.
What are the chances I'm allergic to one of the remaining 8?
Bobby,
50-50.
This is where we find out.
Speaking of 8, they
Bob dies. Like, he goes
look
where
like
we find out.
little cannabis seeds back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
So this is edible. I can eat this.
Of-
This is hard. You know? I don't want to break my fucking tooth.
Okay. I kind of like that.
I do too. What are you thinking?
Have some more? They're like nuts.
I don't know about that.
That's an easy one.
I don't know. It's giving me like a pepper vibe, but
Hint. You guys want a hint?
I mean, I think I know what it is.
what do you think?
But
it
what's
is?
the hint? I think it's peppercorn.
That was my guess too, but I don't know if that's a
No,
thing.
you guys already tasted that in its fresh form.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Basil.
You've already
Wait,
tasted
wait.
that. Number 8 already.
So
It's
it's
in one of the top 5.
Shit. It's not basketball.
so it's a seed
Not
of.
mint.
It's just one of the seeds of
Okay.
that fresh.
Interesting. So we both got it wrong because we already guessed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So is it rosemary seeds?
No.
It's that one.
Sage? No.
It's cilantro.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Cilantro.
All right, number 9. I hope this is what I think this is.
Paprika?
Did you just say it? Is it paprika?
He's trying to fuck with you, Bob. He's giving you
Oh,
one.
that's fucking spicy.
He's giving you ones for. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
let's go.
Oh my lord,
That's good.
that one lit me up.
Tell me, number 9.
This is the one episode I didn't bring a fucking drink down here. Oh my lord.
Oh, good lord.
Okay,
So,
that
So.
it's not paprika, right? I was going to tell you a story about the cayenne. I was teaching a group of junior high school students, and I stepped out of the room and we were making chili. We were making chili for a group of toddlers from a daycare center.
Mhm.
So I left the sous chef in charge and I stepped out of the room for a moment. And I came back. Luckily, I stopped to taste the chili because instead of using chili powder, they used cayenne pepper. They used nearly an entire bottle of that
for toddlers.
to feed toddlers, 3 and 6 year olds.
Holy.
Luckily, I came and I tasted it. It was so hot that it made me bleed through my nose.
Oh my
Gave me
God.
nosebleed. I would have. Let me tell you. Not only would have lost my job, but I would have been held liable for some of those kids. could have
yeah,
gotten hurt,
honestly.
you know?
No, honestly, like we'll get into this after this segment. There's like serious liabilities when you become a chef.
Oh, absolutely.
You're fucking playing with things. people put in their
Allergies and then
bodies.
just.
Salmonella.
Allergies alone. Anyway, let's continue moving on. We're going to number 10.
Also, sorry for that audio drop. Don't worry about that. We back. Oh, I know this.
Do you?
No, it just looks,
Oh, okay.
Looks familiar.
It looks familiar.
Looks like some ganja. Actually, that herb comes from Jamaica.
So I'm
From
gonna
Ocho Rios.
say, let me taste it. Oregano.
Yes, oregano in its dry.
I didn't get to
form.
say it, but I knew.
I knew you was gonna get that one.
Only know that because people sell fake weed and they put oregano in the bags. So.
Actually, oregano tastes a lot. To me, it tastes a lot different in its
Dried form?
in its fresh form. To me, a totally different taste to it. And for some reason, when it ages or when it turns old in its fresh form, it smells like high hell.
Sorry about that. We had another audio issue, but we're back. We actually went through 12 through 15, and lo and behold, Dylan knew them. So fucking, who'd have thought?
So
But
yeah,
I think it's only fair that we go through them again and see
Sure.
what
Awesome.
what we were looking at. Number 12 was what again? I think cloves, right?
Clothes, yeah.
nice.
And I said this one tasted like you could put this in like a coffee or a cake.
It goes a lot with nutmeg. And
I think that's what I
of course
thought it
they
was
have
originally.
clove cigarettes also.
Mm.
It's the in thing.
Oh, I see. I totally get that now. Like that incensey kind of.
Yeah.
It like gets around.
They're
the
very
mouth.
cloying. I don't. They make it nauseous. You just have to have the smell. You have to have a taste for them, and the smell. They're really overpowering. Especially no. You go to the next one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one was. Oh, ginger.
Oh,
I feel like ginger's really easy to tell from.
I say ginger in Spanish.
Gingero.
Ginger.
Jengibre.
Gingero.
It is jengibre, right?
Jengibre, yes it is.
Alright, got it.
And what's it good for?
Absolutely.
We both went for
Nothing.
it. We both went for it. Yeah, awesome.
Oh, I set myself
Yeah.
up for
No,
that
I mean
shit.
I know Ginger from As Told by Ginger on
I know
You're
Nickelodeon.
fucking stupid.
I
No,
know
I'm
ginger from Gilligan's Island.
So is this the ginger spice?
Yeah, that's ginger.
I know ginger and
Ginger's very
turmeric.
good for
It comes in like the
digestive
solid,
system.
right? And then you have to.
So if that's
Yeah,
ginger
you
spice,
grate
where's
it.
baby?
Baby spice right
Not
next
funny,
to it.
bro.
And
Next to
right
Old
next to
Spice.
it, I actually forgot what this one was. So.
Number 14 is used a lot in Indian and in Asian cooking.
This was curry.
Okay.
Curry.
I don't even
it
want
comes-
to taste this one.
It's curry powder.
You don't like curry?
Oh, it's okay. It's like I remember we lost it, but we were talking about how overpowering it is.
Yeah, it can
It's-
be overpowering. You got to be very, very light with it. Be easy with it when you're adding it to
It's cool too because a lot of different cultures have different types.
of curry.
Yeah, they make it
Yep,
different.
of,
They make the sauce.
Thailand has red curry, green curry, black curry, and it's a paste, not powder.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
that's crazy.
I took too much.
And finally, last but not
I
least,
took an inhale and that curry just hit the back of my fucking throat.
everybody's favorite, definitely my favorite herb and bulb and spice.
Garlic. Why
Garlic.
Garlic powder.
is that so good?
Garlic, which is very good to keep your blood pressure down, but it's also one of the most famous and potent poisons in the world.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to inject garlic into your bloodstream, you die in about 7 seconds. In World War One and World War Two, if you look at those blades of those knives, they have what's called a blood line on it. That line, back then, in hand-to-hand combat, they would apply garlic, raw garlic, to those blades. So when they would insert the blade into you, the blood would squeeze through that blood line, would let out, and the garlic would infuse inside you.
It's like with your foot, yeah, kick it in. Yeah, like that.
Oh,
That's what's happening.
hello,
There
we're
we go.
back.
We didn't lose a lot there.
Yeah, no, I mean even then you could figure something out with the cuts. Yeah,
Whatever.
some Bobby magic.
Some Bobby magic. What were we saying though?
Spices.
No, we were saying something about fucking.
So you know what? Getting back to what we were talking, getting back to some of the feedback,
Yeah.
got on Facebook. Some people are already requesting specific shows, specific things. Somebody mentioned about doing a romantic dinner, like a Valentine's Day thing, with aphrodisiacs and different things that you would use
I
for
like that.
food.
We should
Get
cook a
you horny.
dinner for
Oysters.
Dylan and I over some candlelight.
That's
Share a bowl of spaghetti. Hopefully we don't get the same fucking noodle.
Oh wow! I want to be there.
You could play the accordion in the back.
Live music. Yeah, no, I mean even then people have
It's
been.
gonna be called "A Lady and the Skank." Both of
Dylan's
you.
the skank.
No, I'm definitely the lady. No, but a lot of people have been requesting a lot of food, and I'm
No,
excited
yeah,
to
it's
film
cool.
that.
Somebody requested a pernil. We're gonna film a fucking 6-hour
Keto,
episode.
Joey said
Oh, we
Keto.
could do a time lapse kind of thing. Excuse me, sorry about that, Johan.
Nah.
It's just all the excitement in this room.
The spice test that's been
The
happening.
spices.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
this
yeah,
has
and,
me
uh,
invigorated.
And thanks for playing along, or even just watching the spice test. It was actually, like I said, really cool.
We really pulled it off. Yeah. It was
Yeah, Dylan has a very, very diverse palate. You like a lot of like Asian cuisine, I've noticed. and
Yeah, I
things
like
that.
Asian. I like a lot of Indian food.
Point is, you eat a lot of different
I
things.
knew the Hungary thing before. I think that might have got cut off, but you said that paprika's from Hungary.
From Hungary,
I remember hearing about that. My grandma
Yeah.
used that a lot.
Oh,
A
interesting.
lot of
Yeah.
smoked paprika. They'll take that paprika and they'll put it on a dry pan and just bring it up to temperature just so you see its smoke coming off of it. Gives it such a really, really depth of flavor.
Nice.
Amazing.
Pretty
Now,
cool.
I've always been curious about this, and I know some of the backstory and stuff, but I'd love to hear how you got into cooking. First off,
Me, well, let's see. This was probably the last occupation
Yeah.
that I thought I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I really got into cooking once I got home from the Marines.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't cook in the Marines. I just ate whatever there was there.
You just.
But when I got together with my wife, Diana, we used to host a lot of parties at her apartment and stuff like that. And about that time, the Food Network came out. It was new on the cable, so I was watching. I was like, man, I could do that shit, I think I can do that. So, you know what? We would have a lot of friends over, and I started, practicing there, with them.
Nice.
A lot of the recipes that I saw on television and some of them in the magazines and stuff like that. Back when I was much younger, they didn't have the Food Network. They had a show called The Galloping Gourmet. And that's what was on after Jack LaLanne. It was black and white, There's really no interest
Sounds made up,
in culinary back then.
Is that the is that the juicer guy, Jack LaLanne?
Jack LaLanne, yeah, the old timer.
The guy that made the juicer.
Yeah, that guy was bad in his day.
The juice is loose, honestly.
But anyway, I started doing that, and I got a job at when Bob was born. I got a job at the post office. I had already been at the post office like 5 or 6 years. And no offense to any postal workers out there. It's a really great job. That's your thing. But it was not for me. I had a really bad time there. And I worked in the Bronx and lived in Queens, and my babysitter was in Brooklyn, so the commute was awful. So one night, I went to dinner with some friends of ours, and we went to a restaurant, and my friend Juan told me, hey, Bob, man, since you don't like where you work at, why don't you look into the food industry, man? You cook well, you could actually cook better than the food in this restaurant. And you know what? At first I thought about it. I said, I wasn't tooting my own horn, but I was saying to myself, I could probably do better than this. And that night I made up my mind. I came home with Diane, and we went online, and we found a couple of different schools and found one that was affordable. At that time it was called Peter Kump's New York Cooking School, pardon me, and it was located on York Avenue.
Nice.
92nd Street, and it was in a three-story walk-up tenement. It was really primitive, man.
Oh, okay. So it was like
it wasn't where I started there, but then it was bought over by a man named Smiley.
Okay.
And it became the Institute of Culinary Education. Now everybody
way better.
Yeah.
The
facility was much bigger.
Oh.
We were in the old Hasbro building, the toy building. Hasbro.
Oh, interesting.
And there we had over 70,000 square feet of space, 3 floors. So we went from three apartments.
Yeah, a tenement to
3 apartments to having 4 bakeries and a reference library to get in contact with chefs all over the world, and then a floor just for savory foods. So I went there, put myself through school for about a year and a half in the evenings.
Nice.
And the day I graduated, the following day I went to the post office and quit.
Nice.
And you know what? That was the beginning of 30 years of not working. You know what I mean? Because when you do something you love, you don't consider it work. My dad told me, may you rest in peace, Bob, find something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. It took me till when I was about 30 years old to find that.
Yeah.
But at 30, I decided to start a new career. And I love it, man. I love what I do. I don't feel like I go to work. I stay in the kitchen anywhere from 8 to 16 hours. Not a problem. I haven't missed a day of work in 20 years. So for me, it's something I breathe,
Yeah.
So that's just raw talent, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just gotta be.
No, I won't say it was raw talent because, like I said, I wasn't much of a cook before.
Well, maybe
I think a
talent-
technique is what you learn.
I don't even think, but I think it's just more like you gotta be born to have like a palate like that. You know what I mean? To just know when.
Well, you know
things
what?
go
I always like to eat, and my father was an adventurous eater. My dad knew all the dives in New York, man. Like if you want to eat the best knish, let's go over here. You take me to this place on Lorimer Street, best knish, best pastrami. Take me to Cat's Diner in the Lower East Side. Flor de Paraíso, Flor de Mayo, different restaurants for different things. Used to be Lucky Star on Broadway for Asian food, and a lot of Spanish food, like food that we consume in Puerto Rico that a lot of young people are not accustomed to, like black pudding, morcilla, black sausage, blood sausage, and and orejas, pig ears, trotters, pig feet,
Cuchifrito.
and tongue, cuchifritos. Yeah. So you know what? I think that that opened up my palate.
Yeah.
As far as my culture is, but then when I went to school, it really opened up my palate internationally because I trained as a classical French chef and French cuisine, and I was able to work with so many different ingredients and taste so many different genres of food that I was like, I found my niche in life. I'm never gonna work anywhere else again.
I mean, even like before you mentioned it, you could just tell by the way you were just talking about these.
Yeah, exactly.
You could tell right away the passion and the
Not only that, he
drive.
could tell you where they're from, what they feel like, what they smell
And
like,
that's-
and taste like, what they're.
And that's a
used
lot of the
for.
story. That's a lot of the story. You tell a story with the cooking, and you can explain a lot.
I think food has a lot to do with community and with family. It's something when you see every time you have a celebration or a tragedy, where the food is always there. In a wedding, in a birthday, a baptism, at a funeral, at a wake, food is always involved. It's comforting.
Yeah,
It's comforting.
for sure.
Yeah. Damn, I was gonna bring something up while you were saying that. No, I was like, I honestly got so.
No,
lost in
because
what
I
you were
mean,
saying.
I
It was
always
like-
knew.
I remembered.
Yeah. I always knew about like you coming from like the service and stuff, and then trying to find. But that's a really inspiring story.
No, it is for sure.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna ask is, what would you consider your specialty? Like when it comes to cuisines or
French.
French?
I like French food. Yeah, I like French food. I like French food because it's rich. Of course, it's great to cook healthy, as everyone should, especially here in the United States. We have a major problem with obesity in this country and with food waste. But I love to cook rich food. I just don't consume it every day. You can eat anything you want as long as you eat it in moderation. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy some bouillabaisse, some French fisherman stew. Bouillabaisse. I think by Coquille Saint Jacques. Just about anything French.
That'll whip out a notepad.
yeah, right.
Yeah, just
And
write down all
Asian
these.
cuisine. I like Asian cuisine a lot. And Mexican, believe it or not. But you know what? Mexican food from different regions of Mexico. Sometimes people think Mexican food and they just think Tex-Mex or ground
Tacos
meat and
and-
Taco Bell and
yeah.
stuff. But there's so much original food in Mexico. It's unbelievable. But yeah, that's my favorite would be French cuisine.
Nice. You ever been to France?
Say again?
You ever been to France?
Have I ever been to France?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Paris.
When? Like in the service
Yes.
or no? My dad has been everywhere. It's pretty much just
Not everywhere.
just
But-
name like 5 places you've been, and it's pretty much everywhere.
It's more than Bobby.
Japan, Italy, Australia.
That's enough. That's 3 separate continents right
I
there.
think I've been to every continent except Antarctica.
Nice,
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, Pitbull man.
That's awesome, man. I
Yeah.
need to. I kind of like that. So that it's another reason I wanted to do Chef Son so badly is because like I feel like I'm just getting older and I still don't know how to fucking cook. It's such an important thing. And that's not to say that coming from being the son of such a decorated chef that every single meal that I have to cook has to come out spectacular. But at the same token, I joke around about it. I don't know how to do the basics when it comes to cooking. I don't know
Yeah.
how to make fucking anything. So this is like, it's been a really fun thing to do because like I don't ever want for a second for people to think like, come on, Bobby, like you could do that, bro. I've never done this before, so it's like it's great because I'm learning all these new skills and I'm learning what goes together.
It's funny people tell a couple of my students asked me, say, Chef Rob, your son cooks, right? I said, nah, he don't fucking cook. He don't cook nothing, man. I said, my cousin he has eaten so much chicken in his life that he can fly out the damn window. So many chicken McNuggets he's starting to look like.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That was Grandma's joke.
But you know what? Cooking is really simple, man. Just learn the techniques. Once you learn the technique, you can cook in any country.
Yeah.
Knife skills, the same knife skills that we use here in the United States. Same way we cut an onion here, they cut an onion in Italy, they cut an onion in Japan. Other things are, the basics, basic techniques, frying, sauteing, boiling, temperature control, cleanliness,
Nice.
That's
I always got into it just from watching my parents cook, like my mom cook. I would just watch her cook, and then
And my parents, my mother's a good cook. When my dad was alive, my dad was a really good cook too. I got my love of food from them.
Yeah.
They could have easily opened a restaurant, They easily, if that was what they had in mind, they could have easily made a success out of that.
Awesome.
Who do you think cooked more for me as a kid, you or mom?
Cooked more for you?
Yeah.
Me.
Mom says opposite.
Yeah, I cook for all. If it wasn't for me, y'all be dead. Are you kidding me? You'd be famished.
Yeah, and even then, they'd be eating terrible food. It wouldn't even taste good.
Mom always like, I've cooked more for Bobby than him.
Yeah, if you could beach nut, if you could
but to be fair, it's
consider baby food out of the...
Because you say that shit where you're like, I've been cooking all day. What makes you think I want to come home and cook again?
No, I don't. First of all, I don't sound that way. Okay?
Listen to me. I'm Bobby. I'm from Brooklyn.
That sounds like Barbarino.
I'm cooking the food and I make it nice.
Sounds like John Travolta from Welcome Back, Carter. But no, she has fed you. She hasn't cooked for you.
She's fed me.
She has fed you.
That's a very good point. Very rarely has Dad handed me the food, but I've never been there to supervise the making of the food.
She's a good cook. But she's a good cook when she cooks. Not decides to cook because I choose to cook. I'm cooking all day long. So if I don't cook here, whatever I make at work, I'll bring home because she gets home late. But she does do a mean Thanksgiving dinner.
No, I was about to say that's like her thing. She cooks on Thanksgiving, despite what you may
pulls
think.
out all the sops, man. Everything is delicious. And we have no small Thanksgiving dinner here. We have an average of 27 to 35 people every year.
Not this year, though.
Not this year, folks.
Big.
Typically,
this year, not even Dylan is coming here this year.
It's actually like a 5.
They locked me outside in the rain.
Yeah. We're going to pass Dylan the food through the sliding door outside with a hazmat suit.
For sure. But yeah, no, that's, it's really nice. I've been here only, I think, a few times, but it's always been, the food's always been amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know you eat here.
I remember that one.
How about Jose?
Jose cleans out my refrigerator Friday night. Shit.
I have a theory. I think my dad gets along with people who can eat a lot. You know what I mean?
That's the.
Yeah, I think so.
It's natural for them. They're like, yo, you want this food? And they're just like, yeah, I want that food. And then
more.
That's it.
Like, Jose coming here at 9:00 in the morning, and he'll have empanadas in the morning.
Yo, that was mad funny.
Empanadas and a slice of pizza.
Because fucking Jose came over to hang out early like a couple days ago in the week, and he helped my dad like move something because like I said earlier in the podcast, they've been fixing up the middle room.
Yeah.
And he gets like a second knock on the door, and Jose was like, "Oh, I guess I gotta help Bob again." And he gets up and he opens the door. And my dad goes, "Here's some empanadas," and Jose's like, "Oh shit,
empanadas!"
Got so hype. It's like, all right. And what's so funny is Dylan and I were talking about this before. Jose has lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Like if Jose like used to,
they got him snapping and popping at Home Depot.
No, he told me
they got him lifting pallets. That's why.
That's mad funny.
No, but like he's been doing like some diet thing even before. that. Like, pretty much like all of COVID, and he lost like a significant amount of weight. But what's still funny about that is like the way that Jose lost the weight is he basically fasts for a lot. Like what is that, intermittent fasting?
Yeah, he does a lot of fasting, a lot of supplements.
And because of that, he gets hungry, like so after Dad gave him those fucking empanadas, he was like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still hungry. So we were gonna order food, and then my mom calls us like an hour later, and she's like, we ordered pizza. There's pizza downstairs. And he was like, sick, awesome. Yeah. We go downstairs.
Pizza, empanadas.
We go downstairs, grab a slice of pizza.
He puts the empanada in the pizza.
We go downstairs, we get the pizza, we go back upstairs, we're eating it, we finish the pizza, and then I hear, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still hungry. Man still ordered. It's crazy.
Oh, man. And it's like I've gone out to eat with Jose before, and he gets like that in public, too. Like, you'll get food. Like, I went to, there's a restaurant, Ho Wan.
Oh, that's your spot.
Yeah, that's like the Chinese spot. And, you go in and you sit down and all that. But Jose, like, the food came, and Jose lit up. He was just like... He ordered egg foo young. They gave it to him on like a mountain, and he was just like, he had a time.
Just went to work.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't remember ever going to a sit down restaurant with like any of you guys, but I have hundreds of memories of being with you guys.
Yeah,
in, like,
we
a
did.
White Castle.
You guys went for your mother's party.
Yeah, but that was
the
you
Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
That was when I fucking tried.
But yeah, we did.
Lookout.
We went to the Korean place. There's a few times we went out to eat.
Oh, did you go with us for Ralphie's birthday?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
Yeah, there's been times where
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember
that
one
place has a
time
funny
we were watching
name.
a fight here. we were watching a fight, and I decided to cook. Dylan came. He invited the guys.
Yeah.
They all came and watching the fight, and I made chicken wings. Everybody was waiting. Everybody's waiting to eat chicken wings, and the chicken wings to get made and stuff. So I'm like, I called you up and said, yo, tell the guys to come downstairs, chicken wings.
Me?
Dylan came down. Dylan must have sat down and took, I'm not kidding you, about 10 or 15 wings.
I don't remember this.
Not the wing parts, not the flats.
The
and
whole thing.
Dylan must
Like
have been
15
lit.
whole wings in a plate, and just sat himself down in the middle of the living room and started watching a fight.
Dylan was feeling it that night for
and my brother,
sure.
my
I
older
don't
brother-
remember this.
My
But
older brother Jose looked at you like, and he gave me a look like, who the fuck is this little fucking guy here, man?
Oh,
He
damn.
better put some fucking chicken wings back up. Huh?
Uncle Chucho was around.
Yeah,
man? So
yeah,
damn, no,
yeah,
we were like in
yeah.
high school. Bro.
You guys
Freshman
were young.
year.
You guys were
yeah,
young.
that's how I know.
That's
that,
why you don't remember. It was like 10 years ago.
This is so long ago, but that sounds like my element though.
Yeah.
That sounds like a place where I
You
would
went to
thrive.
town on those chicken wings. We just laughed. All of us laughed. My brother wasn't laughing though because he was waiting on the
Oh,
wings.
yeah.
He
He was
had to
like-
wait for the second batch.
He was eyeing me the whole time. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'll never forget. I don't know why that reminded me. Just like picturing Dylan like zoned out eating his wings. It reminds me of like the first time I smoked because it was like I was in your room and you had that
Oh
fucking.
my god.
It was so funny because like they had a full cracker platter. Like the what do you call it, the charcuterie or whatever?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Hams and cheese and all that, like a party platter.
Yeah.
And I must have just been there like down in that whole thing. I
Yeah,
was like,
because we were hanging. It was a block party, and everyone was hanging out inside. But we had food inside that we had, and Bob had that whole tray in my room.
So I'm just eating it, and
He's
at
sitting-
one point,
he's sitting-
What was it?
it was like ham and cheese, sopressata,
salami, and
all
Oh,
of that.
okay.
Yeah,
Cold
that
cut
kind of.
platter.
Yeah.
So I'm down in that shit apparently, and then I
Crackers.
just hear Dylan go, Bobby, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And he's like, you okay? And I was like, I don't feel anything, bro. Like I'm fine.
Yeah.
And he's like, you sure? Because you've been eating that cracker platter by yourself, looking at the wall for 10 minutes. And sure enough, I'm facing the wall, like, and I look down at half. The platter.
Me and Jose are watching something on TV, and Bobby's faced away from the walls.
eating.
It's like it was zoning, huh? He was in the food zone.
Man, I think I just have an affinity for like cracker platters.
It's good.
They're good.
Mm-hmm.
It's my
Some
it's
Ritz.
my shtick.
I'm hungry now. What do you guys plan to order?
What are we ordering?
We're about to order because we're getting into the final little ish. Our jam in the yam.
Ooh.
Do you have your?
No,
your
I'm not
yam?
ready. I'm
You're not
sorry.
ready?
No.
I have my jam to go already.
All right.
Jam of the week is "Close Edge" by Mos Def, the legend, one of the best lyricists of our time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What's your yam?
Nice.
Damn, you're really on the fucking. You got this. Ready
You
to
guys
go.
see those little twins? Those two twin boys on YouTube that be checking out they be reviewing videos.
No.
You haven't checked? You haven't seen them? They got a visit from President Obama the other day.
Shit.
Ooh,
We got
who's
some
this?
competition.
You haven't
though.
seen? They're two brothers. They're two young black.
Oh, I thought they
black
were.
guys.
Oh, I was thinking of Da Vinci. I don't know
Da
why.
Vinci.
I always think of Da
No,
Vinci.
and they watch videos and they listen to music and they review the music. But they're two young guys.
Oh, I know.
They're two young.
I think I
young
heard
dudes.
something about.
I know.
it.
about these
They
guys.
were listening to
Phil Collins, was it?
Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah, I
It was
saw
like the
That's when
first
they got
time. That,
famous.
yeah, it was the first time they'd ever heard it, and when that drum
Yeah,
part comes
the
in, they were
drum
like,
part.
"Oh shit!"
So they were listening to "Times They Are Changing" by Bob Dylan, and they were giving their critique, and all of a sudden on their screen, President Obama pops on and starts talking to them. They couldn't believe it at first. They thought it was a voiceover,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "No, I'm here live. I'm
A
talking
deep
to you."
fake. Standard today.
I'm not gonna lie. Thank you for eating away at time because I totally lost my song.
And I can help you out because Dylan was trying to find a food-related song
Yeah.
in his yams earlier.
Oh.
What the fuck even is that?
I don't know. Like I was thinking, my first thought was chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, pick that one.
but no, I was because I thought like maybe someone would name a song after a food, right, or maybe a spice.
Yeah.
But no one. I didn't really find any,
Take that laugh at
and
that.
that's really sad. But I'm gonna go with the song "EARLEAK" by Funeral.
Nice.
Very good song.
Sounds good. I liked your yam last week, CRT. I've been feeling it. It's definitely a rainy day jam. Put it on the playlist and everything. Thanks for watching episode 17 of the Joystick Show.
Very
before I get into
Very long.
anything else, a super big thank you to my father and our guest today, Robert
Gentlemen, thank you very
Rosario.
much for having me. I appreciate
Very
it.
insightful, very educational.
Appreciate
Really
coming out
cool.
and checking out your audience.
As someone who knows very little about food and about the culinary world, it was very cool to actually learn something. I kind of feel like I've been wasting all this time living with you for 24 years and not asking you a fucking question about this shit.
What's turmeric?
And I don't know if we
ask your mom. She knows everything.
And I know he says like he and I know he mentioned the students thing, but yeah, you're a culinary instructor too, so it's kind of funny in that aspect too that I never asked you, and you're a chef teacher. So yeah. So again, very cool to see what we got. I don't know what it just kicked.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was nothing important.
No, it was like the wire.
Sorry about any audio cuts that happened this episode. Find a way to finagle around those. And finally, remember to like and subscribe and hit that little bell so you get the notifications, because now we're actually going to be putting out a lot more content.
Oh, yeah.
Between Joystick Show and Let's Plays and the Chef's Son now.
And injecting Bobby with garlic.
Injecting me with garlic. There's going to be a lot more to check out on the channel. So honestly, I used to not like when those YouTubers would be like, click the bell. But in our case, if you want to follow us and see what else we're putting out, it's probably the best thing you can do.
A lot of comments too are good.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Comment down below.
Comments.
Topics for this show, recipes for the Chef's Son, games for Let's Play, whatever you guys want. We'll do it. We're sluts. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts?
Peace and love, y'all. I'm out.
All right, that's it. We're going to go eat some food.